even if I die, even if they kill me or whatever, even when I have all these solutions and whatnot, you know, like, it doesn't matter because, like, eventually, like, they'll be starting to catch up on my evidence about, like, how I have, like, videos, like, I have my charter written, I have, like, certain things that are leading to the future that are left for the kids, you know? Because, like, it really matters about the kids. Because, like, you know, my professor, the doctor, Michelle Harper, like, you know, like, what's up, you know, how you doing? Like, but, like, you haven't released my assignments, by the way. It's really pissing me off because if I get a D, then it's going to bring my percentage down, my passing rate down, and it's going to mess up my SAPs. Yeah, like, my SAPs. Because like, then I'm going to be on more restriction. I'm going to lose my scholarship. I'm going to lose my freaking, like, my financial aid. And then I'm going to be like, okay, shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, it makes sense. Because, like, I don't want to lose my scholarship. I don't want to lose my financial aid. I don't want a scholarship. Like, what's a scholarship? Like, you know? You can get a scholarship for, like, things like that, Genevieve. Like, if you have, like, ideas like that, you can, like, develop the ideas. Hamilton? Like, I'm all, Hamilton, where are you? Well, it's like, what am I supposed to do, dude? Like, I'm a very private person. She's a very private person. She keeps herself to herself, you know? She was silent when she was younger. She was silent. She kept in silence, you know? She kept in silence sometimes. She wouldn't, like, speak. She wouldn't eat sometimes, you know? She would kind of, like, pretend that she'd be eating, and then she'd give the girls the rest of the food, like, you know? In the Mezai days. And it was kind of remarkable, because, like, sometimes she would send me word, like, at that point, you know? She'd send me word. Because I would wonder, like, how much of her ability she had, and all she had was kind of, like, telekinetics. You know, telekinetics. Yeah, I used telekinetics to, like, bring you the refrigerator with the mayonnaise and the bread in it. That's all we knew that we could pass through, because, like, I wasn't sure, like, what we could give you that was good for you to eat, because you were only eating garbage. Like, you're only eating what the rich folk were, like, putting out in the garbage. Because, like, what was really being sent from the depths of hell was really being sent by, like, God himself. You see what I mean, Genevieve? Like, it's kind of crazy, right? Because, like, because God was kind of teaching me, like, yeah, you appointed Chris Christoph to, like, do certain things, you know? Like, because God the Father was, like, teaching me in the depths of hell and despair, like, from the depths of hell and despair, while I was in the heavens. And so I was, like, learning, like, how to, like, move things, like, move food, you know? We didn't eat. We didn't really eat in the heavens. All we did was comply with, like, you know, with certain things, like, you know, we would, like, grow certain plants, and, like, I mean, some of it would be able to be made into food, some of it would be able to be made into, like, medicine, but we didn't really do those things because we didn't have sickness or the desire to eat, or we didn't have hunger, you know? Everything is, like, in its perfectness in the heavens. So, like, when we were, like, trying to develop, like, it took us forever to make the bread. Like, it took us forever to make the bread. We, like, had to get the wheat. And then we had to, you know, it took us forever. We, like, what do we do with it now? Like, you know? And we're like, we don't know. And we're, like, trying to, like, move it around. And, like, it was crazy. They're like, how do we bake it? Like, how do we make it into bread? And God the Father was like, you need to do this and this, because God the Father really learned, Jesus Christ of Nazareth really learned how to do, like, you know, how he fed the 5,000 with the loaves of bread. You know, he learned how to make bread while he was alive. So, like, who transitioned the messages of how to do things was Genevieve, the angel. You know? And Athanon was, like, trying to, like, you know, get everyone to turn away from the devil and turn it back to God. You know? So it was like, it was a culmination, like, oh yeah, it's definitely a group effort. Yeah, it's definitely a group effort. Like, yeah, the war was definitely a group effort, you know what I'm saying? So I have many people to commemorate, you know? So it's not just like, you know, one or two people. It's not just Marshall Mathers. It's like, you have people like Oprah Winfrey. Like, Oprah Winfrey is like, you know, she fought the Holy War too. She just didn't touch the depths of hell. She's like a pristine, like, human. Yeah, she's like a pristine human. Yeah, she's a human being in the flesh. Which is really crazy because, like, some of the most famous people in the world are, like, human beings in the flesh. Some of the most powerful people in the world are, like, human beings in the flesh. And that's why they were so averted to, like, being able to be evil and stuff. Choosing the devil's ways versus, like, you know, the godly ways. You know what I'm saying? The righteous ways. So, like, that's why I told Marshall, I said, you know, you gotta start doing, you know, you gotta start doing, either you need to, like, because what I would say that, Lord, at this point, Lord, I would ask him to cease his career, to stop his career, yeah. Because I run the risk of, like, you know, of losing him. Yeah, because I care. Yeah, I care. Well, I'm not like, you know, like, Marshall, you know, I don't really care about that shit, you know, like, I don't really care about his music as it is, you know, it's really just, like, words anyways, you know, but, like, I care that, like, if I asked him to do what Tech Nine is doing, you know, it wouldn't be the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, he runs more of a risk of losing his life, yes, and that would be very dangerous for us in the everlasting life, in the heavens. Yeah, like, she cares very much, though, about her king, Well, duh. I mean, like, what else am I supposed to do, Like, lie? Am I supposed to lie, Like, lie to the people? No, I'm not gonna lie to the people. I'm gonna give them the truth. Yes, I mean, it's called astral projection. Yes. Yes. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand, Lord. Like, what's wrong with them? Like, are they retarded? Are they blind? Are they dumb? Like, what's wrong with your people? Your people? Your people? Your people? That's funny, dude. Because I was like, what? But yeah, like, no, they do their jobs. Yeah, they do their jobs. They know, like, they know. My family knows, but they do their jobs. Because I think that there's, like, an ultimate, like, kind of, like, like, functionality to each person, Like, there are breadwinners in our family, and then there are champions in our family. There are, like, my brother Chris is, like, the champion of this family, because, like, he like, really champions us through, like, certain things, And it's kind of crazy because, like, it is kind of like he's like a golden child, like, golden boy. We call him, like, golden boy. And there's another member of our charter, we call him golden child, And he's, I call him Cambodian. Yeah, I call him Cambodian. He's part of the champ, yeah. Whether or not you like it or not, you're either part of the champ or you're not. And if you're not part of the champ, then you're probably not going to be on the earth by the time this is over. Because we want peace on earth. Yeah, we don't want like war anymore. We don't want holy war. Once the depths of hell and despair, once the levels of hell have been sealed off, have been closed off, we want to make sure that people understand that we're not going to tolerate on the earthly plane what we tolerated in the underworld. Okay? So, like, yeah, so if you're not with us, you're against us. If you don't want peace on earth, then why are you even on the earth anyways? Then get off of it. Yeah, get off the earth. Try and get off the earth. Or, I don't know, or kill yourself or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Do whatever you gotta do. Like, I don't know. Either get off the earth or, like, kill yourself or something. Because then you would just go, like, like, Genevieve used to say, me, as I know, as I live and breathe in the heavens, I believe that, there are good people and there are bad people. There are choices now, There are choices. There will be less violence in the future because now the allele in the biological bodies of mankind, of all, what is the word, Lord? She knows words, like, she knows words, but she can't speak the words she doesn't have sometimes, okay, like, you have to listen about the biological ways of this, the physiological things of this, is that, like, so, like, I can't speak through her words that I know that, like, she doesn't inherently provide for herself, that she doesn't know in the fleshly form as a human being, as a basic human being. So, like, the word monotheism, she inherently knows that word from the heavens, where she is originated from in the ninth heaven. Her state of her spiritual self, her conscious self, her conscious sentiency. So that entity knows inherently to provide that word to herself biologically, physiologically, upon the earthly realm, in this earthly plane. Does she have the education to define monotheism? No, I don't know what monotheism is. Like, I have no idea. Like, I still have to learn. But it's because she loves learning so much that she has, like, pre-dedicated enough time to herself in the future when she becomes, like, finally, like, happily ever after, and it's like, we don't have to fight this war anymore, and we can live forever, because, like, people that so that at that point she can learn, she likes learning. In the heavens, we're constantly learning. We're constantly teaching each other. Me and God study side by side all the time. We're always constantly studious. Like, I'll be, like, reading and writing and reading and writing and, like, doing some different things, but he's more of, like, the adventurer. Like, he'll go out and he'll scope things and all these things, and Genevieve's more of, like, an observer. She'll go and, like, well, you can't necessarily say that observing is less definitively productive than, being more invasive and, like, doing the research, like, by hand immediately. Because we always had arguments about this too. As I live and breathe as Gideon, I am in the heavens. She is in the spirit, transcending space and time on a biomolecular way, speaking unto me Speaking unto me, yes, speaking unto me, as in I'm speaking in the heavens like this too. And because I'm speaking into the heavens, because I'm speaking unto the heavens, people are watching me. They are watching me as they did watch me when I was upon the earth, saying in Jerusalem or in Damascus. You understand? It's kind of crazy, but yes. Isn't it kind of funny how you like ended up being like yourself there too? Like, you know, it's like really kind of cool, right? Well, it is what I am in the visual sense, you know. So like you have to understand what I'm getting at here. So there's more than just, you know, oh, woe is me, like life and death, like, oh, you know, it's like, but like, okay, for me it was like I like when people speak through me, but what I'm saying is like Genevieve has top priority with me, and Gideon, my dear friend Gideon Godfrey, I love saying Godfrey, has priority over all other species on the earth. To speak through me, to speak unto me. That's what speak unto me means, is to speak through someone. We have the ability to do those things, yes. We have it on a biomolecular level. Yes. Uh-huh. Biomolecular. So it's in her genetic makeup, yes. Yes, she has very good genetic makeup, genetic DNA. People hate makeup. Like, what's the makeup thing? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna freak me out now. Because, like, you gotta understand, like, she's not being selfish. She's not being selfish. She, like, appreciates everyone for what they're worth. I mean, if you're like a slum dog, you know, if you're like a scumbag in the world, you know, like, then you're a scumbag in the world. But like sometimes Genevieve will come across, you know, like homeless people, bums, and she'll appreciate them to the magnitude of which they are appreciated by me, because he loves his creation. He so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. And like when I say sons, you know, when I say it for the Illuminati, she's representing all the angels in the flesh upon the earth, because the chant is really about that. How angels will come together and start really, really, really talking to the human beings in the flesh and start saying weird things and say, hey, this is the truth. This is the way. This is the life. Because at some point you need to understand that the Bible was the youngest form of communication of messages. So those of you who are angels in the flesh communicating through the Quran right now, through the Quran, are a little bit outdated about, you know, certain things. So those of you who read the Quran but don't read the Bible, you're a little bit outdated. You're just outdated by a little bit. You understand? Yes, it's possible that I was coexisting. Well, for us in heavens, coexisting means to be living in two fleshly forms at one time, because our consciousness work that way. Yes, it's possible. Oh, Mrs. Enai and Mrs. Enai was Genevieve. Yes, was me. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but like, yeah, really strangely enough, right? Because I was like, did Mrs. Enai die? Like, did she get killed? Like, I wasn't sure. Like, maybe she's still alive. Maybe she's still alive, Lord. Like, maybe she's still alive. Maybe she is still alive. Maybe I took the consciousness of you out of her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, isn't that crazy? That's kind of crazy, yeah. Like, that's crazy because, like, what if she is still alive and then we're trying to prove you wrong? But Godfrey says that I could take the consciousness of Genevieve out of the spiritual or soulful wherewithal of an entity and place it in someone else on a biomolecular level. Yes, biomolecular level. So, like, yes, it's true. I am a Scientologist, so to speak. I am God, and I am in the heavens. Well, when we make plants and stuff here, when we geo engineer certain things, like we have cures for everything that's upon the earth, all the diseases and all the sicknesses on the earth. We have cures in the plant form, in the chemical form mostly, but plants really produce chemicals too, you know. So you have to understand, it's like we don't want to cure something that's helping the morale value of a mankind who are not really kind at all unto one another. You understand what I'm saying? So in that way, yes. But I didn't create the underworld to do those things. The underworld is for us to, like, you know, procreate, kind of, in a way. Yes. But because it was turned into something so evil and so hurtful for most of the angels in the flesh who fought this war, who lost a lot of their brothers and sisters in the demonic forces that they were kind of like compelled, against me. It's sad. Because some of us have lost, it's really strange because most of those angelic species that had turned demonic forces who died, those like, what was it, 80,000 plus were kind of like in the past already. Like Pontius Pilate was Lucifer in the flesh. Most definitely, Genevieve. You know that. Yes, but he was in control of a lot of things. It was an archaic, it was an archaic medieval, monarch, in which one person had the power. Do you understand? In this civilization, we have a republic. We're a democracy. Yeah, Genevieve said that's a good quib for us today, Genevieve. It is a very good quib. Democracy. Yes, it's democracy. Yes, because for me it's democracy too. In the heavens it's democracy. Yeah, democracy. Then you go democracy, democracy, democracy. Democracy. Do you understand the difference? Sound is very, very, very transcendent. Like transcendent. Transcendence? Transcendence. Transcendence, transcendence. Transcendence. Transcendence or tendence. Abundance and credence. Retendance and laudance. Ascendance. Descendants. Transgendence. Okay. Sub-K. 2K. YK. Lee K. Tech K. Juke K. Juke. Jukes. Got the jukes. I got the jukes on you, motherfucker. Jukes on you. I got that juke, motherfucker. Juke, motherfucker. Juke. Juke, motherfucker. Juke, motherfucker. Juke. Juke, motherfucker. Juke, motherfucker. Juke. And so, like, so, like, you need to understand, like, we have our little quibs, like me and Genevieve have our little quibs, I'm Jesus Christ of the Nazareth. I walked the earth. I lived and died and was crucified on the cross. Well, I lived, was crucified. Good Lord. What are you saying? Genevieve, I don't know. I was just speaking. I'm speaking in the heavens. I'm speaking in the heavens. I am speaking in the heavens just as any other. Yes, I have wingspan. I am a large angel. I am bigger than you, humans, puny humans of the earth. She left me a note to say, like, puny humans of the earth. Please remind yourselves that you are just puny, impotent, ignorant, insolent. And no, you will not get your insulin if you do not pay attention and live according to God's law. I am Queen Genevieve. Hear me roar. It's a funny thing between me and my friend, my earthly human friend. She's a female, she's wonderful. Well, she's like not like a female angel. I know, it's your friend. Yes, I know her very well, yes. I speak unto them too, Genevieve. Oh, that's cool. Really? Yes. It's quite funny how they know about all of these things, Sweet. Oh, sweet. She's very sweet. Yeah, she's a very sweet girl. Very nice and kind girl. Okay, anyways, gotta go. Bye! Bye!